welcome. I'm Belle, this is my classroom. Welcome to another super fun and colorful video. Today I have some tips and tricks for you guys on how to change and be kind of creative with seating arrangement. So if you want to see those tips, please keep watching. But before we go right into the video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I put a new video every single Friday. I put a lot of effort into my videos and I hope you guys like them. This was actually a request from a subscriber and I thought it was like a great idea because I have these activities that I try to implement in my classes and they help me a lot, especially with seating arrangement because it's really boring. If you know me, if you follow my channel, you know that I find really boring to have the exact same seating arrangement in every single class. So if you want to see those tips, please keep watching. That I always say that the classroom starts outside of the classroom. It starts even before the kids get into the classroom. What I mean by that is, especially with children, this is like something that I do without even thinking anymore. I ask them to make a line by the door and next to, on the wall, next to my classroom, I have some pictures. And I'm gonna go show you guys those pictures. Hey! This is what they look like. Dance, hug, handshake, and high five. Okay, they're right next to my classroom. And okay. Okay, I'm back. And I use them a lot because I feel like it helps me, especially when it comes to get them into the mood, into the classroom mood. I feel like it helps tremendously. And I ask them like, how do you want to say hello today? And they say dance, and they do a little dance. I actually talked about this before on my channel, but this is not like the seating arrangement idea. The seating arrangement idea kind of follows it because after I ask them, hello, Stacy, how do you want to say hello today? And then she says hug, and then I give her a hug. And then I ask her, please sit down there. This classroom that I'm making this video is kind of an all-purpose classroom, a pretty standard classroom. There's nothing special about it, but there is a kids classroom where I teach my young students, my youngest students, if you will. So in that classroom, I have like many different colored chairs, and I ask like, Stacy, please sit down on the red chair, please sit down on the yellow chair, the blue chair, and the green chair, and then Stacy goes and sits down there. So that works. And if I feel like really comfortable with the group, I ask them like, what color do you want? Where do you want to sit? And then they say the color and then they go. But that's after I feel like after I get to know the group, after I have that group for a long time. So before I feel like that comfortable with the group, I choose the place. So I choose it, saying the color, so it feels like pretty fun and not like the teacher told me to sit here and I'm angry. I mean, children don't feel that angry, but still, I feel like using colors is a much better way to do that. Alright, so that's my first tip. Like, you say that after, especially after doing something nice on the line before they get into the classroom. I feel like that's really nice. So let's go to my second tip. My second tip is called fruit salad because this idea was originally an activity called fruit salad, and like they all have fruits on their hands, like apple, banana, grape, green apple, and they all have fruits. And you say, like, you give them each a picture of a fruit, and you say grape and orange, please change places. Green apple and strawberry, please change places. And then you say fruit salad, and when you say fruit salad, they all change places and they have to sit down on a different chair. I do that like a couple of times where I say fruit salad and they have to all like change and stuff. And after that, I ask them, okay, so that's the place that you're going to sit for the rest of the class. And that's where they sit for the rest of the class. So that's another way of doing that. That's really, really fun. It's a stirring activity. I talked about that before. If you haven't seen the video, please check out my other videos. They are awesome. I talk about what I do on the regular, like every single day with my students. So that's my second idea, the fruit salad activity. It works every single time. My third activity is called Uh-Oh. I know, like crazy name, but it's called Uh-Oh. It's a game that they absolutely love. In every class they ask me to play Uh-Oh. But the game is like, they are, I put a question on the board, like, what's your, like last class with my group, like my 7-year-old group, I put on the board, what's your dream? The question, what's your dream? And so this person, you have two options. You can ask for a volunteer. I always start this game by asking for a volunteer. And I choose one person, and you have two options. You can blindfold them, or you can ask them to stay outside. If the child is very, very small, I usually blindfold them because they're not very comfortable just waiting outside. They usually feel like embarrassed if they see somebody. So if they are really, really small, like toddlers, I blindfold them and stay with them. If they are a little older, like 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, I ask them to wait outside. So yeah, while they're waiting outside or while they're blindfolded, I say, okay, the person who is not going to answer the question and instead is going to say uh-oh is, and then I point to the person. I don't say the name because he or she who is outside or blindfolded cannot know who the person is. And I say, that's how I do it. And they already know they can't say who the person is. So after that, the person who was blindfolded or waiting outside comes back in and asks the question, like I did last class, what's your dream? Or like, how old are you? Or let's go swimming, let's go ride a bike, let's roller skate, let's row a boat, let's fly a kite, like things like that. They can, it works with every single different kind of question. So I just ask them to ask the question and they go like, what's your dream? And then the person answers. And if the person answers, they know that's not the person we chose. And then next person, what's your dream? And the person answers. When they ask the person that I pointed to, the person doesn't answer. The person says, uh-oh. And when they say, uh-oh, everybody needs to change places. And I usually do that like 3 times, a couple of times. And after that, I do the same thing that I do with my fruit salad activity. And I say, okay, now this is your place for the rest of the class. They don't mind because they are really excited and like happy to be there, to be participating. So yeah, these are my 3 tips for today, but I have one extra tip, which is always go outside, always stand up. Don't rely on the chairs, like do things sitting on the floor. Go outside, go to the patio, play a game outside. In my classes, my students are almost never sitting down on the chairs. So that's something to keep in mind, you know, to change a lot and not only be inside the classroom, because outside of the classroom is a place of learning as well. So that's my video for today. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm making a video every single Friday and I talk about real life things, like things that I do every single day and that provided me all the experience that I have. But you can count on me on Fridays, and eventually maybe I can make more videos during the week. Hopefully in the future I'll have more time to do so. So thank you for watching. Click the bell so you receive notifications every time I post a video, and give this video a big thumbs up and tell me your ideas on the comments below. And I see you next week for a new video. Bye!